Hello, we're back. I told you I was coming back, didn't I? We are back. We are back. We are back. How y'all doing? We're back for another video, and let's get into the show. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. Okay, I gotta charge my phone. Ugh. Thank you guys for all being here. This has been a very long day, a very busy day. I thought today was going to be a one of those days where I just kind of skimmed through like a breeze, child. But yeah, no, it was not. So I kind of been a little busy, but it's all good, child. It's if it ain't about the money, like they say, if it ain't about the money. What's up? What's up? I see y'all coming in. April Pearson, Maria Perry, Mia MJ. Hey, Tiffany Gray. Hey, Shirley, Terry, and everybody. Oh, y'all piling in. Y'all piling in. Hey. Cheryl Williams, Ronnie, Mashonda Jackson. Hey, Carletta Passmore. Hello. Hey, everybody. Erica Rogers, Brown Eyes. Hey. Hey, Faith, Armanelle Moore, Sheila Rumpf. Hey. Audrey Williams, Janice Jones. How y'all doing? Let's get into the show. Sunny days. Hey. What's up? All right, so everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Janetta speaks. Hey. All right, so let's get into our show, guys. This is not going to be a very long show. It's going to be very informational. Got some great topics for you guys. So let's get into it. All right. First topic, child. The one person that everybody's tired of hearing about, and that would be Diddy. We do have an update on that, so we got to get it out. Sorry, guys. I'm tired of Diddy's. I am so sick of Diddy's ass. If I don't ever talk about him again, I will be okay. But we have to talk about new developments and updates. So let's get into the things of the things. All right. So it says that Diddy says that the 9 freak-off tapes that Cassie submitted to the feds showed them having consensual sex where she was the dominant one. Here you go. It says that no hidden cameras, no other celebs, and no underground tunnels or minors. Now he's sitting in jail with nothing but time, so his ass is sitting there doing what every other prisoner that get their ass locked up do is lie. The nigga is lying. You don't think that the feds have their investigation already put together in terms of who did what and all this baby oil? Like, that's not a normal thing to have that many damn bottles of baby oil that they confiscated. Like, you don't think they've looked at videos and they've seen that people coming up in and out of there, several people having all these menage a trois and being made to do things, and people looking drugged out. That's not a normal thing. All right. Cassie has already come forward to say that she was made to have SCX without her consent. We already saw where she was saying that she was trying to get away from you at that video that was put out by CNN, where you came down the hallway and was forcefully trying to make her come back because it was said to have been a freak off getting ready to be in session then, and she was tired of that bullshit and tried to get away from you, and you forcefully tried to pull her back into the hotel, and you were very violent towards her. We saw that shit, Diddy. So let's not do that, okay? Several witnesses have come forward to testify against you, and plenty more are coming out with other SA cases. So we're not getting ready to sit here and say that all these damn tapes that's been sent to the damn feds and Homeland Security were just consensual videos of you and Cassie. Bullshit, okay? Why was she trying to get away from you all these times? Why did she have all these bruises from you? Did she consent to that bullshit too? Let's get into this, child. Says that Diddy is clapping back at Cassie. Says that he argues that the so-called freak-off videos being used by prosecutors actually prove his innocence, asserting that they show consensual encounters with Cassie, who he claims appeared to enjoy herself. And if that's the case, Diddy, also, why did you settle with Cassie when she filed a lawsuit? Because you were warned prior to her even filing it that she was going to file it. So why did you settle within 24 hours, all these millions of dollars, if everything was consensual, with her coming forward to give her take on the abuse and everything else that she went through at your hands? Why did you settle in 24 hours if it was consensual? You could have kept your money and said, I ain't giving you shit. I didn't do nothing. This was consensual. But because you did not, I am willing to believe that you are what? Guilty. Let's continue. Now, according to legal documents obtained by TMZ, shout out to them and shout out to the Neighborhood Talk, because that's what we're reading. Diddy's defense team has reviewed 9 videos referenced in the federal case and describes them as private sexual activity between consenting adults in a long-term relationship. It says that his attorneys state that Cassie referred to as victim 1 in the indictment not only consented but seemed happy, dominant, and full in control during the encounters. It said the prosecutors had labeled the footage as elaborate and produced sex performances, but Diddy's legal team maintains that they are straightforward depictions of consensual sex, dismissing claims of orgies or sex parties. I ain't buying it. Now, it says that the defense also denies allegations that the recordings were secretly made, emphasizing that they were no hidden cameras, no involvement of other celebrities, no underground tunnels, no minors, and no signs of coercion or violence. Lies. It says that additionally, Diddy claims that Cassie retained the recordings on her devices for years and voluntarily provided them to authorities, countering the prosecution's claims that he kept them as leverage. It says that Diddy insisted the videos were neither stored on his devices nor seized from his property. He's so full of damn lies. That's why your ass going to prison now. That's why they won't let your ass out. If the feds didn't find anything and everything was consensual, Diddy, why you didn't get a bail? Why didn't you get a bond? And you tried 3 times and your ass is still sitting in there. Why didn't you get one? Because you are in there for trafficking, SA, and all these other damn RICO and all this racketeering. Like, you in there for all these damn crimes. So if you're so innocent, why didn't they let you go home after you filed for all of these alleged bonds, bail, whatever the hell it was? And you put up a good bit of money, 50 million. Why didn't they take this 50 million from you? Because they know your ass is guilty. They got something on you. They got something. So I don't know why you so sure of yourself, sitting in a line and coming up with different scenarios, trying to make yourself look better. Okay, boy, get out of here. Get off my damn screen with this bullshit. I'm glad your ass is still up in jail, and you need to stay your ass in there. And I hope they throw you under there and throw away the damn key. Let's move on. All right, next topic, child. Ain't got no more for his lying ass. Too many people came out and said the same thing about you. And everybody can't be lying. That's all I'm saying. Where there's smoke, there's damn fire. All right. And by this time, it's a damn forest fire when it comes to you, Diddy. All right. So let's get into this next topic, child. Caesar Emanuel of Black Ink Crew. You guys remember who he is by his picture on my screen. He is ordered to pay $114,000 in unpaid wages. Now, he's doing the same thing that Destiny did to her employees at Madani, not paying them. And that is a crime. All right. One of his employees did go and report him. All right. To the hold on, for non-payment. They reported his ass to the New York State Department of Labor. All right, I'm gonna say it again. They reported Caesar to the New York State Department of Labor because he was not paying his employees, and they said that this went on for years, where he owed them money and did not pay them. Now y'all know that he just got put out of his tattoo shop there in Atlanta in October, where the feds came there, threw all of his stuff, evicted him out of that tattoo shop, and threw all of his stuff on the streets because he wasn't paying his stuff there. I don't know what the hell is going on with Caesar. Are you on drugs or something? Allegedly, I don't know. But ever since that dog abuse claims, he really went down from there. They fired his ass from the show. Then that situation with the dog situation where he was hitting and kicking the dogs on video. Then after that, it was just like snowball after snowball of bullshit with Caesar. All right, so let's get into what is being said here.
You can have the money in the cars in the clothes.
Long story short, he owes me money.
But we suppose his time is up.
It was horrible.
Caesar Emanuel, the man behind the hit VH1 show Black Ink Crew, he's being told to pay his former employees or else. This woman says that she worked for him for a year and was never paid. So she went to the Department of Labor and won.
He was ordered to pay $114,000.
And worse, she says she's not alone.
He has a track record for not paying people, and majority of those people tend to be women of color, Black women.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates.
Shout out to the Shade Room.
No doubt there wouldn't be a Black Ink Crew without the owner and operator, Caesar Emanuel. The show was a rousing success on VH1, featuring Black tattoo artists in the New York City area and beyond. That was until 2022, when after its 9th season, Caesar Emanuel was cut from the show. The Shade Room first showed you back then that Ring camera video was released of him hitting a dog. He kept his role as a producer on the show before it was ultimately canceled the following year. The lights may have went dark on the show, but one woman says that does not excuse the tens of thousands of dollars that Emanuel owes to a number of employees that work for him.
You can have the money.
Right, let's go ahead and read up on what it's saying. Shout out again to the Shade Room. They are saying Caesar Emanuel, the owner of Black Inc., is facing some serious allegations after a former employee revealed that he never paid for her year-long tenure at his business. Now, despite promises of payment and career growth, Venus Cuffs filed a complaint with the New York Department of Labor, ultimately winning a $114,000 judgment. Now, years later, she claims Caesar still has not paid the money owed, and she may not be the only one that he's refused to pay. Says that will Caesar be held accountable for his employees that he allegedly left unpaid and mistreated? Of course he will. That's against the law. If he doesn't pay it, he's probably gonna wind up in jail. It's been one bad thing after the other with Caesar. It's so crazy how you be on top the way he was and just have a humbling moment to where your ass is all the way back at the bottom. You getting evicted out of places. You got all these things going on. Then he had that situation with his daughter where his ass almost went to jail for child abuse for putting hands on her. Like, it's crazy. He need to get his shit together, like, for real, for real. I enjoyed the show. I told y'all that before when I reported on Caesar. I enjoyed the show Black Ink Crew. All of the franchises, the one in New York, the one also in was it Detroit? Yeah. I was watching all of that. I even watched the one out in LA. I watched every one of those and I enjoyed them. But Caesar, I don't know what is going on with you, sir. I don't know what is going on. I don't know why you feel like people gonna work for you and you can't pay them or you not paying them. Bottom line is, don't nobody work for free except volunteers. And I don't think nobody came up in your shop, volunteer, to be doing all that damn work for you. And you have several shops. So I don't know why you bit off more than you can chew, but bottom line is, sir, you got to pay your people. And if you don't, that is against the law. And if they report your ass to the Board of Labor, that just makes it even more complicated. So it ain't doing nothing but piling up. So if she want to spin the block and go back up there and say, hey, he's never paid me my money, that's your ass, sir. Okay, get your ish together and pay your people. All right, period. Or maybe you ain't got it. All right, let's move on, honey, to this next topic that I saw. All right, so imagine being married to your husband and you find out that he has the 3-letter word. Do you continue to sleep with him and get impregnated and pray to God that your child is not infected? Well, Miss Cookie Johnson, honey, who is married to Magic Johnson, says that Magic Johnson called the H, the I, and the V baby after cheating on his wife. And let's get into what she had to say. Okay, she said she still loved him. She wasn't going nowhere. And so what if he caught that? All right. She also said that she stood by and heard him calling all of his female rendezvous, honey, to let them know that he was also infected. So let's get into this, baby. When I saw this, shout out to the nostalgia moments, because I said, ooh, child, that couldn't be me.
Fell on our knees and we started crying. He said, if you want to leave, I don't blame you. I understand. And then I said, are you kidding me? No. I love you.
You never wavered with that? You never thought?
Because, even though it was HIV and possibly, he caught it, having sex with somebody else, whatever, all those things didn't matter at that time. But
Cookie tells me about the moment she overheard Magic phoning his former sexual partners.
Because he was being responsible and contacting these
Right.
women. But how was it for you? It was new.
no, it was hard, and I was like, who is he calling? And why is he in there so long? He's calling so many people. Yeah, it was, that was a difficult day.
But what mattered most to both of them was the health of their unborn child, EJ.
And then you had to be tested.
Yeah. And then, of course, I was scared to death about the baby. And then finally the results came in.
On the pipeline. But the toughest thing, Gail, that I had to do was really drive home and tell Cookie.
Yeah.
It was hard because I loved her so much and I hated to hurt her.
Both fell on our knees and we started crying.
It was so hard that drive home. So, because I had to tell Cookie because I love her so much. But she's saying you down in the bathroom, locked up in the bathroom so long because you had to call your partners. That's plural. You didn't give a fuck about her when you was out there humping around like Bobby Brown is what you didn't do. She crazy for Stan. I'm sorry. I honor my vows, baby. I do death, do you part, and all that other stuff. But baby, the part where it say you do part, that's the part I will do. Well, I'm gonna honor that part. You want some bullshit? Deuces. Because that's cheating is a conscious decision. I keep saying, I don't know why people don't see that. And you go out there and catch some shit and you think you about to lay up in the bed with me and hump up on me? Oh, no. Baby, I value my health. No, God. I ain't about to catch something and I'm out here being faithful and your ass run out there sleeping with multiple people because you feel like you can. And you talking about the drive home was difficult because you had to tell your wife who you love. Did you love her when you was in there with multiple women? Did you love her when you went out there and caught some bullshit and had to tell her? Did you love her when she found out her ass was pregnant by you and she found out that she was sick? There's some bullshit, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat. Let's do a poll because y'all know we got to do a poll, child. Put a 1 in the chat if you would have found out this information from your significant other and you would have stayed and continued to be intimate with this partner, okay? And stay. I think the money, child, the money, the lifestyle, and all that. I think that's what she was looking at. I think she was looking more so at that she would have left him, then she would have not lived in this huge house and driving, Rolls Royce and having all these access to Hollywood things and shows and vacations and 401k. I don't know shit, pensions from the NBA. I don't know. Put a 1 in the chat if you would have stayed in this situation. Put a 2 if it's a hell no for you. Put a 1 if you would have stayed. Put a 2 if it's a hell no for you. Let's get a poll. I'm going to play this one more time. As I'm playing this, you guys can go ahead and make your vote in the chat. Put a 1 if you would have stayed in this situation where Cookie was married to Magic Johnson. Put a 2 if you would have said hell no. It's a hell no for me. Let's play.
He said, if you want to leave, I don't blame you. I understand. And then I said, are you kidding me? No, I love you.
You never wavered with that? You never thought?
Because, even though it was HIV and possibly, he caught it, having sex with somebody else or whatever, all those things didn't matter at that time. But
Cookie tells me about the moment she overheard Magic phoning his former sexual partners.
Because he was being responsible and
Right.
contacting these
Right.
women, but how was it for you? It was new.
No, it was hard, and I was like, who did he call it? And why is he in there so long? He's calling so many people. Yeah, it was, that was a difficult day.
But what mattered most to both of them was the health of their unborn child, EJ.
And then you had to be tested.
Yeah. And then, of course, I was scared to death about the baby. And then finally the results came in.
On the pipeline. But the toughest thing, Gail, that I had to do was really drive home and tell Cookie.
Yeah.
It was hard because I loved her so much and I hated to hurt her.
It was hard because you hated to hurt her, but you did that shit. And it was consciously because you did it multiple times with multiple people. I mean, if y'all go and look at their story prior to them getting married when he was dating her, he cheated on her and he was with multiple people then. He didn't give a fuck about her then. He dogged her out then and she still stayed. I don't know if Cookie is just like this. I don't know. I don't even know how to have a word for it. That shit gives that she's just gullible, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's gullible. Maybe she's kind of slow a little bit. I don't like to say that about people. But he told her out and treated her like shit prior to them getting married. And he left her to go be with another girl that he was fooling with. And then he left that girl and went back to Cookie and she took him back. So then he proposed to her. They were supposed to get married. She's getting ready to plan the wedding. Then he left her again. Like he fucked around on her a lot. And he treated her like shit a lot. And this girl went back to him every single time. He must have a schlong of gold. Magic Johnson must have a schlong of gold with a few bumps on the side. Okay. I to each his own, baby. I could not. I could not. Okay. But Tara, hey, baby, hey, if you like it, I love it. I couldn't do it though. No God. No, and hell no. I value my body way too much. I don't fuck with that. Yeah, that's a deal breaker for me. Cheating is a deal breaker. You gonna be on that shit? I got to go, honey. Cause I had a child. This WAP I'm sitting on, I'll say it again, baby. It's $1 million WAP, honey. Somebody out there that'll love this thing, honey. I'm sorry, no ma'am. No, baby. No, we sitting on $1 million one over here. I don't know about it, but let's move on, child. Let's move on. Thank y'all for you. Yeah, baby, a few bumps, honey. You know some bumps come with that, child. If you got all that going on, you've been humping like that with multiple people. You said I had to call multiple people, my partners. Heavy on the, and it sounded like a snake. There's so many fucking partners. Hell no. You can have that shit. All right, let's move on, baby. let's move on. Let's get into some mental Monday bullshit. All right, because I saw this. Destiny speaks on Martell. And Destiny, Destiny, but Dion, her fake ass therapist, gives her some insight on how she needs to handle this going forward. Now, anytime that somebody's giving Destiny any type of advice on Martell, her disposition changes. Okay. And people in the comments were also giving Destiny some very sound advice. And it's so crazy how her people over there just start deleting comments where they're trying to tell Destiny great advice. She won't hear that shit, obviously. But yeah, her people over there be deleting comments, and people are saying in the comments, like, why y'all keep deleting our comments when we're saying stuff to her? Like, why are y'all deleting comments? Like, it's crazy. But let's get into this. Let's get into this. Shout out to Destiny, okay? Because we watching it from her. All right, so let's go ahead and share. This shit here crazy, y'all. This right here gonna be some good commentary here. Cha. All right, let's make it big. Let's make it big. All right, and let's put my, do I want to speed it up just a bit? Just a little bit. 1.25 is what I like. All right, and I definitely want to put the closed caption so we can hear it, okay? Y'all ready? Shout out to Destiny, Mental Monday. Y'all ready? Let's go.
To him is because they haven't experienced what you experienced with him. And I still think you need more boundaries with him, by the way. I'm going to say both. And I am going to go ahead and say this. For what it's worth, y'all, I understand why the general audience feel like they feel about Martell, and you have a different perspective because you get to see you get to see a broader range of this man. And he has been like a brother to you, like real talk. He has been like a brother to you. He's done things like, oh God, can I say this? I'm going to say this. When you were in danger, he called you and he said, that's my boy, but I'm scared for you. I'm scared for you. I'm scared about what I saw. When you admitted to him that you were scared about certain things, that same dude came, got you, picked you up, said, get in his car. I'm taking you. I'm going to buy the protection and I'm going to show you how to use it.
So in this moment, it sounds like there was some type of altercation that may have happened between Destiny and LeBaric in terms of what Dion is speaking of right here. And Destiny called Martell, okay? And she told Martell that she was afraid of whatever was going on in the house. She said Martell came and said, I'm picking you up. He came to pick Destiny up. She got into his car and he took her to go get a pow and to show her how to use said pow for protection against LB. That's interesting. How you scared when you was the one putting hands on him? Because that's in court documentation. I told y'all how she was chest bumping him and running up in his face. But then you scared? Where is this coming from? This is the first I've ever heard of this. And I need to speak to my source. Because I have a source that's very close to this person sitting on my screen where I can verify this bullshit if I need to. I ain't going to give my source, but I damn sure can. And when I get off this damn live, I'm sure going to call. I am going to get that information. Yes, the fuck I am. Let's get on into it.
That's who he is to you. He might not be that to any of us, but that's who he is to you. It's a mixed bag. It's life. It's complicated. People are complicated. People are complicated. Nobody is all of anything. Nobody is.
Ooh, why you do that, Deanna?
So before you boil somebody down to a series of their worst moments,
did I need to play that again, or did y'all catch that? Did everybody get that, or can we continue? I want to make sure everybody's hearing this. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys heard this. Put a 1 in the chat. Do y'all want me to play it over? Put a 1 if y'all want me to play what she said over about this Martell situation coming over. Put a 2 if you guys want to continue. I want to make sure we're hearing this. Y'all want to hear it over? All right, let's back it up. I want to make sure everybody heard this chat. Cause I said, hold up now, I ain't had heard this before. Now I heard a whole lot of stuff that I ain't even really talked about yet. But I ain't never heard this shit before. Now I heard he did help her get a pow after AL blogger AL came to the house. Y'all remember he was walking through the house videoing and putting her business on social media. I heard about that shit, and when she got a pow.
For people who
I did not know that it was. This is different right here from what I heard. From what I heard that made her go get a pow was where she felt violated when blogger AL came to the house when she was squatting there. And he was videoing throughout the house and showed her schlong up there in the closet on them towels, on them good clean towels too, girl. She had her deal to the door up there in the closet when he opened the door and everybody saw it. And I think she was embarrassed by that shit. So I think she told Martell that she felt violated and she didn't feel safe with said blogger coming to her home and walking through her home. So he went and took her to get a pow. That's what it was originally told to me. And from what I heard, that he took her to get a pow because of that. This is the first I'm hearing about her calling Martell and saying, I'm scared because me and my husband is having like a tense moment and I'm scared. Can you come and get me? And he said, I'm going to go take you to get a whip. I ain't never heard of that shit. But let's play it.
who don't understand why you might have loyalty to him is because they haven't experienced what you experienced with him. And I still think you need more boundaries with him, by the way. I'm going to say both. And I am going to go ahead and say this. For what it's worth, y'all, I understand why the general audience feel like they feel about Martell, and you have a different perspective because you get to see you get to see a broader range of this man, and he has been like a brother to you, like real talk. He has been like a brother to you. He's done things like, oh God, can I say this? I'm going to say this. When you were in danger, he called you and he said, that's my boy, but I'm scared for you. I'm scared for you. I'm scared about what I saw.
What did he see?
When you admitted to him that you were scared about certain things, that same dude came, got you, picked you up, said, get in his car. I'm taking you. I'm going to buy the protection, and I'm going to show you how to use it. That's who he is to you. He might not be that to any of us, but that's who he is to you. It's a mixed bag. It's life. It's complicated. People are complicated. People are complicated. Nobody is all of anything. Nobody is.
Ooh, why you do that, Deanna?
So before you boil somebody down to a series of their worst moments, ask why. Why is that person showing up like that? I'm not making excuses for him. I think he's responsible for his actions. I think he's responsible for the outcomes of his actions.
And I always hold him accountable, and I tell him, this is the thing where people try to act like I'm like supportive of the things that I see him doing wrong. Y'all never see me do that.
When do we ever see you hold Martell accountable for shit that he do when you help orchestrate the bullshit that he does? Let's go back to the scenes that we've seen on TV. Okay? Even when Mel and Martell were going through their divorce, you were right in the middle of their bullshit and you were siding with Martell when you know the type of nigga he is. That's what I don't understand here. So when do you actually hold him accountable? You should have held him accountable in the storage room when Martell was trying to tell you about this situation with Marceau, and you knew it was getting ready to be a situation where he was going to be confronting somebody and it was going to be contention between the two of them. You should have said to him, no, this is going to be my event and we're not doing that there. We're going to go and have a good time. So don't even bring it up so that y'all don't be getting into no bullshit. You didn't do that, but what you did, hype him up. And then you got to the event and said, so Martell, who is it here that you feel that was not there for you? And you know, you kind of opened the door for Martell to do the shit that he did. And then you played victim and said, you know what? One of y'all got to leave or everybody got to go. And never mind, I'm leaving because this is just team too much when you knew what was getting ready to transpire. So it's giving that I know. It's giving reverse psychology bullshit when I look at this. I don't get it. Like, how does that work for you, Destiny, to say that you hold Martell accountable when you never do? Because anybody that hold him accountable, they're not friends with him anymore. And that's a fact. You don't tell him right from wrong because you don't want him blowing up on you. So whatever goes with Martell, you didn't hold him accountable when y'all was sitting on the park bench and he was talking shit about your friend, Tisha, or Marceau, the same people you run in the same circles with, the same people you got to film with. You don't hold Martell accountable, and you sat there making faces and thought the shit was funny when he was telling their damn business and talking shit about him. You don't hold him accountable. I've not seen one scene where you held Martell accountable, but let's continue. I ain't seen that.
So y'all, it's not as airtight as you think it is. And now people gotta build, and I think things need to change. I think you're gonna be stuck if you continue to build on these people's problems instead of other people's purpose. If you cause a whole group of people to keep building on these people's problems instead of their individual passions and purposes, you're stuck. And quite frankly, we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. I think there's redemption for everybody involved. I do. And baby girl, I'm on a journey with you, so we gonna keep figuring it out. Because whether it's on a show or in real life, you still got some things you gotta work with. If I were your PR person, I'd just say like this: get on the bandwagon with everybody else and kick the curtain, right? That's what I would say if I were your PR person.
But I want to when he be playing too much.
Yeah, and he's got things to do. Because he puts out things out there in the atmosphere that I think are whack, like that would
super whack.
Believe that y'all had a different type of relationship. That's whack.
Super whack, and he's been told that.
So right here, Dion is opening the door for Destiny to address the fact that Martell, y'all remember he threw out there that the Destiny's son-in-law looks like his Uncle Martell, to where everybody was thinking, okay, so did Destiny have something going on with Martell? Y'all remember at the Big D Energy event where Destiny said something about you would know about Little D Energy, and Martell said, well, don't make me tell what me and you did. So that just kind of left it open to where everybody was like, hold up, what was that? What was that? So let's get into what she's saying now.
That he thinks it's funny, and he knows whose skin it gets under.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. Now that's the stuff that makes you look and go, okay, man, how good a friend are you really being when you do things like that? When you make things harder for a person that you know already has a hard life, how good of a friend are you being?
I don't even think he thinks that far. And that's the part that I have to like. If they play it at when we get to the reunion, you'll see. I got in his ASS about that.
Okay, now don't get ahead of the show.
Now she is spilling tea for what's going on in the reunion when you're not even supposed to do that. The reunion is not set to drop until I think 2 weeks from now. So you're not even supposed to be telling what's going on at the reunion, sis. You're not supposed to do that. That's you're really not supposed to do this. I hope Carlos don't see this because you probably might get dinged for this shit right here. So she's saying that he said some shit at the reunion, some smart shit about them to where it made it look like they had some shit going on. And she said she got into his ass and corrected him at the reunion. I don't think you're supposed to tell that, but thank you for that tea, girl.
Yeah, don't get ahead of it. And here's the thing: everybody not gonna understand you. Everybody not gonna understand him. This is life. This is life.
Mm-hmm. And this is the thing, you know, I see people saying it's so whack for people to lean into that narrative and be like, well, she messing around. I am a single woman. He's a single man. And I ain't never ran from nothing. And if it was true, I would just say it. What am I scared of? Like, I don't understand why people think that narrative is something that's just so, ooh, there's something going on between Destiny and Martell. I'm like, and if it was, I say it with my chest. But it ain't. So, like, it's so stupid to me. Like, that's a thing. Like,
yeah. And Destiny, you're the one that said that Martell and all of his female friends, that Martell has slept with all of his female friends. Everybody's been trying to figure out since you made that statement, what makes you the exception to the rule? Why would he not sleep with you when you said that you've been friends with him since grade school? You said that. Only for us to hear in another interview that you said you went to school in Detroit. You said you went to school in Detroit. Then you say you went to grade school with Martell. I don't know which one it is, but you said out of your mouth that all of Martell's friends all of his female friends that he slept with. So what makes you different from all of his female friends that he's ever been friends with? Because Mel Nika was saying, oh, hell no, I never slept with Martell. Only for us to find out that the shit happened. And then she had to get the fuck off the show because she was embarrassed. And that was supposed to be him and Mel's whole wedding planner. And you were sleeping with Martell. So everybody get exposed, got to leave the show now. Like, we ain't seen or heard from Mel Nika's ass no more, with the exception of finding out her ass was on some fraud shit doing real estate. Because I talked about that on my show. She was caught doing some fraud shit doing real estate, doing her real estate business. So what makes Destiny different from any other female friend that Martell has and or been with and or been around, that she's never slept with him, or he's never tried her or slept with her, or they had no type of sexual contact ever, and you're supposed to be his longtime friend? He's never tried you, but he tried everybody else. What make you different? I don't understand it. What makes you different? That's weird to me.
And you're not going to change people's mind. It just is what it is.
And that's my thing. I don't care about changing their mind. My point is, I would just say it.
Yeah.
Like, we're both divorced. Well, he ain't, I guess you can consider him not, he ain't married, but he's not single. He's single legally. But at the same time, like,
what's the stumble with Martell's status? What is his status? I mean, he's single. Well, he ain't single. He's divorced. Well, he ain't really divorced. What is that? Let me back that up. That's a little suspect right there for me. I'm sorry. Let's back that up a little bit. All right. One more time.
I'm like, and if it was, I say it with my chest, but it ain't. So like, it's so stupid to me. Like, that's a thing. Like,
yeah. And you're not going to change people's mind. It just is what it is.
And that's my thing. I don't care about changing their mind. My point is, I would just say it. Yeah. Like, we're both divorced. Well, he ain't, I guess you can consider him not, he ain't married, but he's not single. He's single legally. But at the same time, like, I would just say it. Like, I don't understand. Like, I ain't scared of none of you. I ain't scared of you. Like, what's his name? God rest his soul. I ain't scared of none of you, mother. I say it. Burn it back. Like, I would just say it. Like, what is up? Like, y'all are hilarious with that to me. It is hilarious.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Yeah, but I think it's reasonable. Some of the stuff he puts out is reasonable for the audience to get to that conclusion.
And when I respond, they conveniently don't put it in there, so it looks like I'm just like, do-do-do-do-do. Did you hear what he just said? Yeah. And
so she's saying that whenever Martell makes these jokes about him and Destiny having some type of sexual interaction, that she says she always correct him and say something, but production never shows it. I doubt that. Do y'all think that? Do y'all think that it happens that way, that Martell says all these, make all these sexual innuendos against Destiny and all these flirtatious comments, and that she corrects him and says, no, Martell, don't say that. That's not what we do. Da, 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 da. And production just conveniently leaves that out, but then keeps Martell's. I don't know about that one, Destiny.
And I said something back, but y'all didn't see it. Because they want you to be like, wait, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah. So again, that's part of that, is it television? Is it good television? They got a hard job to do too. I mean, if I'm honest, they gotta try to make it entertaining and all of those things. But I think it has to be a good, healthy mix, because some of this, like, I think y'all got to work on y'all portions, right? And how things are portioned out. Like, give me some drama with some success mixed in there and all this stuff. And okay, yeah, we can take that. But I think what we get a lot of times is drama trauma with some sprinkles of success. People be looking like, where is my real life? Where is it at? Where's all this stuff that we've done and we've accomplished? Where's that? Where's it at?
It's the fake laugh.
Maybe I should go live.
It's the fake laugh.
Maybe I know you so well. Oh my God. It's hilarious. Y'all about to get a thug, Dion. She just pulled herself all the way back. Look at that. Look at that. That's what it looks like. Yes, baby.
Oh my gosh.
No, go up downstairs.
But here's what I want to say.
Oh, that's funny.
Here's what I want to say. I just want to say that
I mean, that shit, what? They act like two non-ugly people got to be bumper ugly. Not non-ugly. That is hilarious. Somebody said something about my storyline. Well, how about it's what you saw last Saturday? Like my whole life that doesn't involve anybody else. Like,
yeah, and that's and that's the thing. I wish it had been served. One of my favorite episodes from the Cosby's is when y'all remember when Vanessa brought that guy home and she was engaged to him. And
go forward just a little bit. What do y'all think about this? What she said about Martell?
Just to be able to give some light to my real story and who I really am.
Yeah, I'm glad they did show it. I'm glad they showed it. And now let me see. I started off really hard. Now let me give credit where credit is due. I've criticized, but let me give credit where credit was due. It was a beautiful scene, and I don't want this whole thing to be about what went wrong, because that was beautiful and that went right, and that's the relationship with you and your dad. Like if y'all go back last week, and they're
talking about the scene where they shot of Destiny and her dad out fishing, well, fake fishing, child.
Running in here, she actually had to stop because they were real friends. She had to stop by one of the castmates' place of business, right? I'll just put it like that. And they were like, yeah, no problem. Accommodated and everything, right? Because she had to go and take her dad food. And she was fussing like, I don't know why he waited until the last minute and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
I ain't getting them no chicken.
Yeah. I'm like, you about to go take that chicken, huh? Yeah, we're going to be like, okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's her real life. She takes care of her dad. And that scene was absolutely beautiful. Let's put some respect on that scene because I don't want to bypass it. What was it like seeing you and your father in that moment together?
He's so cute. Ain't he cute?
Okay, yeah, that's it, child. I just wanted to play that part where she was talking about Martell, where she was saying that she's tired of people saying that the two of them are sleeping together and that the two of them got this and that going on. And if it really happened, then she would say that. But even Melody was saying that, you know, she kind of felt that some things may have been going on between the two of them. And Destiny even said that she stood 10 toes down on the girls' trip, telling Melody, nothing happened. I'm telling you right now, nothing happened between me and Martell. I just don't know. Destiny. To me, I feel like you around him as much as you are when you're coming over to his house where y'all filming scenes together. Martell don't be having no clothes on up under that little robe, and you just be over there with your little shoulders out. It's giving boyfriend, girlfriend. It's giving some type of interaction. And now that we hear that Ariane don't really care that Martell be seeing other women, you can't really sit up on this platform and say, well, he's not really single. He's like you trying to insinuate that him and Ariane got this thing going on. No, she's just one of the crew. She's just one of the ones. She's one of the shareables. She is not in any danger of being no damn wife. And I feel like, I feel like you were stretching the truth a little bit with that situation with LeBaric. I'm gonna have to check up on that. I don't know. But yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about that. And I'm gonna always stand 10 toes down on the fact that I think that something inappropriate could have happened between you and Martell, judging by the way that he is. And if his own wife felt that, then I'm willing to believe that it could have been something going on there. Okay. And I don't think you want to admit that because you don't want to be seen in a certain light on this show, or you don't want people questioning you about it or saying you a lying ass bitch because all this time you were saying that you didn't sleep with him and now you're coming out and saying that you did. I'm just saying your energy when you were around him, and even on, I want to say a few Mental Mondays back when Dion tried to correct you on some stuff with Martell, you got mad and even left the screen like a distressed girlfriend. If he's supposed to be like just a brother, can't nobody tell you nothing to correct him in your presence without you getting an attitude. Like last time she got mad. This time you done broke out and started crying over just the thought of something that you said happened a while back about him coming to save you, child, a damsel in distress. We're finding out too when Destiny got locked up. She even made mention of Martell calling her and crying on the phone. I said, what? When they found out she was on Crime Stoppers and she bonded out, or bailed out or whatever, she was saying that Martell called her on the phone, all distraught, and even was getting emotional on the phone about the fact that she got locked up. Only for her ass to be locked up again. So was he crying again? I don't know. But it just gives weird energy for me. I don't know. It gives weird energy to me. Y'all can put it in chat what y'all think. Says it being all up in Mel face, that's BS. Yeah, even Mel picked it up. Mel picked up on a weird energy between the two of them, and she mentioned that to Destiny. So then Destiny wanted to clap back with the whole, cheating, respectful cheating bullshit to try to embarrass Melody to make her look like she was sitting up there allowing Martell to just cheat with Ariana in peace, while Melody knew that Martell was up over there. Like, that was total deflection for me. And then the whole standing up on Mel like you wanted to fight her and then say that you was gonna go outside, that you were just standing up to leave. I don't believe that bullshit. Totally, I believe Destiny that you was on some other shit. All right, you on some other shit. But she's speaking on. Did I get to all of it? I think I did. She's speaking on, like, people saying that she slept with him. We talked about that. Then when she was stumbling over saying that we're both divorced, he's single, I'm single, and then she was trying to make it seem like something else was going on. But then she blames production, like I said, for not playing and or showing her checking Martell and holding him accountable on the show. So that's what she's trying to put out there, as to say that she does check him on the show, but production just chooses not to show that. I don't believe that, but whatever, Destiny. But again, like I said, people were putting in the comments to try to check Destiny in the comments, and people were steady deleting her mods, or whoever it is that handles her chat over there was steady deleting comments and stuff, and people were feeling away and asking, why y'all keep deleting my comments? Like, why y'all keep deleting my comments? But it was crazy. But that's it, guys. That's it. I wanted to show that piece to you guys with Destiny sitting up here looking crazy while Dion was mentioning Martell and this whole situation with LB, where Martell came over there, was, in this whole damsel distress of trying to rescue Destiny from some type of situation, saying that's my boy. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but LB don't even fool with Martell anymore. So whatever happened between the two of them, and I'm willing to believe that it has a whole lot to do with Destiny. LB don't fool with Martell. They ain't friends. They don't hang out. None of that. You ain't gonna see no pictures of the two of them. Like, ever since that whole situation with Kaput, like, nah, LB don't fool with Martell. So I don't know. But we're gonna get on out of here, honey. That's it for our video. Love you guys down. I said Peggy definitely didn't like my question. Oh, you were over there, Daisy Lewis. Daisy Lewis said Peggy didn't like her question. Child, Peggy don't like no question. All right. As long as child, Destiny could do anything, and Peggy, she gonna agree with that bullshit. But that's it. That is what it is. Let me see a couple comments before we get out of here. Did you guys want to do a panel right quick before we get out of here? Did y'all want to do a panel? Anybody want to come up and say something? If so, I'll drop the link, because it is still kind of early. My husband down there on the game, child. When I tell you, baby, he played live on the game, and he be trash talking on the game, and I be like, baby, you kind of loud now. I can hear you upstairs. All right. So there's the link there. If you guys want to come, anybody want to come up and give an insight on any of the topics that we talked about. Says that Peggy definitely didn't like your question. You want to talk about it, Daisy? What was you saying over there, child? Let the people know what you were saying over there about Destiny. Okay. Said that was Cap. Somebody said that was Cap. Says that let me see. Said that she said that he was the first to call her to see if she was I'm like, where your friends? That you ain't got no friends? Martell the first person to call you, child. Says that even Marlene told her to be quiet. Says that she wasn't the wife. Who knows better than his mother? Ooh, child. Right, you right. I remember that. Says, and being all up in Mel's face with that BS. Yes, she was being fake with Mel, and Mel caught that bullshit and threw it right back at her. Like, nope. I feel the energy, honey. And a woman know when some shit is off with her man. And Melody felt that energy. That intuition was telling Melody that Destiny was on some bullshit. All right. And no matter how much you try to deny it, honey, Melody called it, honey. I said that Moses said she wasn't wife material. I believe that, because she said she dated multiple people. And what you can when you're single, you can date multiple people, but it gives that you jump from person to person to person to person. I mean, hell, you know, been with just about all the men on the cast. All the younger men on the cast. Jalen, now Lance, hell, who else? I don't know. I keep saying, Mel, please keep Tank nearby, because damn, he gonna be next. Shit. Let me see. Says sneaky linking for sure that she is a Taurus, he's a Capricorn, that they're down for keeping things, not keep things quiet, child, not keep it on the down low. Nobody got to know, child. Says, I believe Destiny believes her BS. Absolutely. Said, why does Dusty want to tell complete strangers her story on reality TV instead of telling it to a therapist in private? Said that this is better. So she does share more on these stupid mental Mondays than she do on the show. Like, I'll just be looking at her like, That is some backwards shit. Now you keep saying, I can't talk about this, I can't talk about this. But then you get on Mental Mondays and you sharing shit that you've never ever talked about on the show. You were saying you couldn't talk about LB, but then you're sitting here subliminally talking about him when it's in court documentation. You're not supposed to be mentioning him, period. So if he sees this shit, that's gonna be a whole nother issue. Okay, he probably gonna have your ass back in court again because you're not supposed to mention him at all. It's court documented. Said that Marceau even thought so too. Yeah, Marceau mentioned it too, that there was something going on between Destiny and Marceau. He sure did when he and Tisha, after the girls' trip, after he and Tisha was sitting in the kitchen, I remember, and Tisha was telling him about what happened on the girls' trip, about Destiny's situation, and about Melody mentioning that she felt that something was going on with Destiny and Martell, and Marceau co-signed it. And who else would know because he hangs with Martell? Maybe he saw some weird interaction between Martell and Destiny, because Marceau did come out and say that he felt like something was going on too. So, I mean, not that we believe everything Marceau says, but if he's hanging out with Marceau and saw some shit and he said it, I'm willing to believe it. All right. Says, I don't believe Destiny. I don't think anybody does, child. Says enough of Destiny. Right. Okay. Nobody want to come up? Y'all being shy tonight? Child, I'm happy to get off here. Okay. Says, yes, I believe the lines have been blurred. Child, I don't even think it's no more lines no more. Says Destiny By said you use your father for a check and did, because she had him signing for cars and stuff, one of which got repossessed. Child, did I supposed to tell that? Maybe. Said that who does therapy and only talks about what goes on clips. Right. I'm glad y'all mentioned that. Thank you, Marshall, for saying that. Who is doing real therapy and sitting up and talking about what happens on a reality show and merging that into therapy? That whoever idea that was dumb as hell. And I'm willing to think that it might have been Dion's idea to say, let's talk about the show and let's kind of merge your therapy into that, because I don't really see any real growth from you, Destiny. Even on the show, you still messy as hell. You still subliminally saying shit about Mel. You're not healing from whatever it was. Who gives a fuck about you taking your dad fishing? Like that whole scene, I caught some lies up in there too, where you were saying that, you didn't want to come with your dad when he came to get you. And then you were saying you cried when he came to get you. You a child. That whole story was weird to me, because I done heard you in so many interviews and say it so many different ways. Says the Destiny, you present yourself as a tramp, period. And I'm all says, and I want you off the show. Go get a job and good luck. Ooh, Terry is reading down, child. Come on through, Terry. Another person says the Destiny got to let go before not having a storyline. She spoke. Well, word on the street is she's not coming back next season, and she's not asked to come back next season. I mean, you kept saying that you wanted Sonny and Moses off the show, and that's your storyline. So you trying to boot them, honey, that's booting you as well, because you don't have shit to talk about now that they're gone. Now you just following Kimmy and Tisha around, piggybacking off whatever they're doing. Now all of a sudden you're trying to take Daddy fishing, and that was a whole boring ass scene. We didn't want to see that. We did not want, I promise you that we did not. And production, I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but we did not want to see that, child. That says that when she breathes and she's lying. No, not Miss Barnes. Nola now. They said the scene was born and was child. Robin A says that so she had to bring in her dad for a storyline. Child, she working the fuck out of him. He's supposed to be home laid up. He is getting over cancer and treatments, child. She done drug his ass out there to the pond to get some scenes for this man, Lord, or for her rather. Sheila Rum says that I don't believe anything then that comes out of her mouth. I know that shit right. Says that what real story, Destiny? Right. Y'all are reading in these comments, y'all. Joanne Davis says it's so did she ever pay that $20,000? I haven't heard that she's paid that money to him yet. I haven't heard that. I'm gonna have to check up on that. I'm gonna have to ask a very reliable source and see if that happened. That says that if she knew that they never did anything, then why keep bringing it? She does keep talking about it, and she does keep kind of getting upset about it. Y'all know, like when a person be lying and they get mad, like, what you mad for? What you mad for? What you so mad for? Every time she talk about it, somebody ask her, she get mad and she go into this different attitude and acting like she's upset about somebody asking her about that. But I mean, the energy that you guys give off gives that y'all had some shit going on that might have been inappropriate. Erica Butler says that a professional licensed counselor would not have therapy sessions on a live or in social media, right? Because that is confidential. All right, I just know that from going to therapy. There don't be no damn cameras up in there when I go to therapy. It's just me and my therapist. It says that the storage facility her whole life and we got somebody want to come up. Let's come up. Let's see. Let's add you to the thing here, girl. How you doing, Your Highness? How you doing?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. Okay, hold on. Let me turn off my camera.
Okay. You here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you go. Let's talk. What's on your mind? Let's talk.
So, how am I behind you? Okay. So, I have a best friend who
Mm-hmm.
is or was exactly like Martell.
Uh-huh.
And we've been best friends since I want to say fifth, sixth grade.
Mm-hmm.
And we did try to be boyfriend and girlfriend in like seventh and eighth grade, but it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't do anything. But because I know who he is, and I know he's such a dog, and he has been with every girl in my town,
Mm. Okay.
I would never, ever, like, I saw his little book. You know, he was like a football player, and he had a book where he used to label women and A's and whatever he did with them. And so, for that reason, I definitely never would ever date him. But because of like his life, where his mom had passed away and his dad was in jail, he was like
Mm-hmm.
a firecracker. Like if somebody said your mother, he was fighting, trying to fight, and I would be the one trying to stop him. You know, whatever. I met his, you know, every woman, whether it was his wife, his girlfriend, I met them all. When his second woman actually lived with me. I've been to his wedding. He came 8 hours to my wedding. Like
Mm.
we're best friends. He
Okay.
was like my protector.
Okay.
So I do believe them. I do because when his mother was dating her father,
Mm-hmm.
they were young.
Okay.
So I do believe that. And because his dad was in jail most of his life, I think that's what I think that and the fact that he has probably ADHD. He has all the symptoms of ADHD. That's why he goes to jail and he don't know how to control himself. His
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I believe that part. That part I do believe.
Okay.
Trying to turn my TV down. Okay. Don't be showing me, Carmel.
I'm just waiting on you. I'm letting you get it all out. I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Only because I gave his personal information, I don't really want to be that transparent because I don't talk about his upbringing.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was always the person who was there for him. Like any woman he ever dated after seventh grade, I knew. Like
Okay.
got married again a couple years ago, all the way in Florida, 24 hours from me. I still met her. So, but I still know who got his heart. We're just friends.
Okay. Okay.
And we stopped being friends because my sister tried to date him. And then he started talking about her. And to me, she crossed the line because if he talks about her, I have to pick her side
Right.
because she's my sister.
Okay.
So, and I'm just like, but you crossed the line because still, she's like, well, I thought you guys were just best friends. Yeah, but he was still my fifth and seventh and eighth grade boyfriend. Like,
Oh,
you
okay.
still crossed the line. You just can't. You just want all my friendships. You know, you messed up my best friend relationship. But anyway,
Hmm.
that was my opinion. I'm done.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate it. Okay. You have a good night. All
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, don't forget, erased all those pictures of me on your live. Have a
Oh, yeah.
good day, Caramel.
You good. You good. You want me to edit
All
you
right,
out?
I just didn't want to.
You didn't really
I
see
didn't
anything.
want now somebody else make sure. Hey guys, make sure you hit that like before you leave. You don't come in somebody's house and don't ring the doorbell.
She told y'all. Y'all heard her. She said y'all better hit
Pull
that
the
line.
door behind you on your way out. Thanks for coming on tonight, Caramel.
Thank you. No problem. Thank
I
you.
don't
Have
know
a
how
good
to.
night. Okay.
Good content. Have a good night. I don't know
Thank
how
you.
to hang up, so you can hang up on me.
I got you. I got you. Thank you. All right. Bye bye. All right. And we got another one. Hey. What's up? Stopping traffic.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, yeah, I want to do that. How you doing?
Fine, fine.
What's on your mind?
Oh, my question is, I thought that Destiny said that Martell took her to go get a gun because of the other content creator when he went to her house. Because one thing to be a liar, you're gonna have to remember the lies you told.
Facts.
But I thought that was the story she said. The reason she got the gun is because of Ed.
That's what she said originally. But in this video here, she made it sound like there was something going on between her and LB.
Exactly.
I remember now.
The narrative always changing. It's always changing.
I know I wasn't the only one. I'm glad you co-signed that.
Yes. So that's what I came up, and it's a pleasure coming on to see you.
Absolutely.
Well, you my favorite content creator.
Yay! Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, I be sending you stuff too. So I'm one of your be
Okay,
sending
well,
you
I
stuff.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank
All
you so
right,
much.
have a blessed day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yay. Y'all see how easy that was? I don't bite, honey. I don't bite. So if y'all want to come up, we can have one more person if y'all want to. I'll drop the link one more time. See how easy that was? And she came on camera. She wasn't scared. She was not scared. See how easy that is? Y'all don't be shy. I do not bite, and I'm very nice. Y'all see that? I am very nice. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else going once, going twice? Because I'm happy to go get in my bed, child. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm happy to go get in my bed. Nobody? No one? Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and do our thank yous then, honey. I ain't gonna beg nobody to keep me up out the bed, honey. No, I will not. So thank you to my mods, honey. Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, and Scorpion Miss. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job, okay? And all the content creators that usually stop by here: Truth TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Diddy Talk Show, Messy Hills Atlanta, Boss Lady Brain, Girlfriend Chronicles, Kim K, and Love Seen Heard. All right. Thank you all for being here tonight. It's a real as a goat and is. We'll take that, honey. As long as we don't sound like no damn goat. All right. No shade candy birds, okay? But let's get out of here, guys. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so, okay? And for those of you that want to support a petition that I have created, you guys may do so. If you do not want to sign it, you guys can share it. You guys can also comment if you would like as well, okay? I'll drop the link as well for that if you guys would like to participate in standing up against and or helping keep bullying and harassment and all that down off social media, okay? Love you guys down. Let's get out of here because I am tired. All right. As 3 runaway slaves up in here, child. But good night.